Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype for the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And now the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Rebels will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Good enough for first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
This defensive coordinator make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Rebels are in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball at the 39. Good starting field position. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Gets into space at the 50. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quick pass pass. The catch is made. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 25. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
He's past the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the defense look slow that time. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Another great play by this receiver, and I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? A pop pass on a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
2nd down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff one helped him to a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Gives it to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that threat.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Rebels look to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Pitches to the back. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is,
makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And here's the handoff. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Handoff running right. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? Trying to extend the play. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The offense will take their first time out of the half. The talk strategy here.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Can he make it to the marker? Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot here. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Now it's second down here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Rebels will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
The completion sets up a second down play. On the jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 10. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Still no answer for the passing game. They're setting out to try the PAT. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Pass caught.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
That completion makes it second and medium. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. Stuck right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained. Quarterback changing the play now at the line.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw, looking to scramble. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
Quarterback's got it on the option. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Steps out at the 16, would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Ole Miss, 31, South Carolina, 21.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Rebels. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. But they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start.
And South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the...
He's looking deep here. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They'll run it to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious...